Okay, so Jessie, why are you interested in the job of hotel receptionist here at Hotel Chic?
Well, I don't like missing opportunities in life, and I think that this would be a great one. I believe that Hotel Chic would be the ideal place for me to work.
Why do you think that?
In my view, working in hotels means being part of a team, and I'm very successful at doing that.
Have you ever worked in a hotel before?
I've always worked in hotels. In my last job, my boss told me, "You're the best receptionist ever." She said I was the most responsible, honest person she had ever worked with.
That's good to know.
The hotel guests often ask me if I wanted to have a drink with them in the hotel bar because they all really like me.
That's nice. We often have very wealthy people staying here at Hotel Chic, and sometimes politicians and heads of state. Would you feel comfortable dealing with these people?
Definitely. If I got this job, I would work really hard making all guests feel welcome.
The hotel receptionist often has to take a lot of money from the guests. If one of them made a mistake and paid you too much money, what would you do?
The first thing I would do is explain to the guests, and I would refuse the money. I wouldn't accept it. I would do the right thing because I'm very honest.
Excuse me, Jessie.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I have a word with you?
Colin, I'm in the middle of an interview.
If I keep quiet about this, I'll feel guilty.
Not now, Colin.
I think we should let the police know.
What? Colin, unless you leave straight away, I'll get very angry.
If I were you, I'd look for another hotel receptionist.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. Our hotel porter doesn't understand our interview policy. We never let the staff walk into our office like that. If you were to write two rules for the job of hotel receptionist, what would they be?
Let me think. 1, responsibility. Think about looking after the guests at all times. 2, politeness. Always be polite to guests, even if they are rude. You always need to be patient.
That's most important. What makes you happy, Jessie?
Working hard, chatting with guests, and meeting new people.
What are your best attributes?
Honesty and generosity. I'm also very respectful for others.
If you get this job, what will you do if a guest treats you disrespectfully?
If a guest hurts my feelings, I won't let them see it. I will always be friendly.
What's your worst attribute?
I'm sometimes pessimistic, but I aim to change that. I need to concentrate on more positive things. In fact, I'm looking forward to taking part in an netball match next week.
I'm glad to hear that. Would you have liked to do another job if you hadn't always worked in hotels?
If I had been in another job, I think I would have been quite more. Working in hotels has made me feel useful. It's made me realize that the more I work with people, the more I enjoy it.
It seems to me that you're the right person for the job. I agree. You have answered the questions very successfully. It would be great if you could start on Monday. Can you tell me what's going on?
yeah.
Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so. Did you know that this person is a con woman?
I don't think so.
Yes, it's true. If you give her this job, you'll regret it. If you don't believe me, you can ask the police.
Your hotel porter used to work with this woman in another hotel.
Yes.
Is this true, Colin?
Yes. She's the most dishonest person I know. In the last hotel, she told me that her name was Sophie. She's made up a new identity. She's done that before. Her real name is Sophie.
Her real name is Jane.
Everyone at the last hotel that said that she was always telling lies. Everyone at the last hotel said that she was always telling lies. She confessed it at first, but then we realized that she wasn't telling the truth.
Their old boss told me that she had stolen a lot of money from the hotel.
How come you didn't tell me?
I tried to explain. When you wouldn't listen, I knew I had to call the police.
We'll take Jane with us.
No! You both look a bit down. It isn't the end of the world. You don't have a hotel receptionist, but you still have a hotel porter.